About 2 hours north of New York City lies a small town called Rosendale. While today, Main Street is lined with local shops and restaurants, its claim to fame is the booming cement industry that was centered there.
I was like, have you crossed the Brooklyn Bridge? It's like, I have. So I was like, that's Rosendale Cement. And they're like, it's a little, aha.
Cement that helped build the Statue of Liberty, the Washington Monument, and many other structures.
As you can see, it's kind of rocky and mountainous, not really great. But it was populated by a number of Dutch families, nicely intermarried. And amongst these were the Snyders, who had property running all the way up to, all in that area.
With the growing metropolis of New York City, south of Rosendale, there was a large demand for high-quality cement. With this, mines popped up throughout Rosendale, and a booming cement industry was born. The Widow Jane Mine was one of the caverns dug out that had limestone.
That was actually one of the very first real cement industry mines. The kilns, the continuous draw kilns, had been invented and were built there in around 1830. And the kilns that are on that property now, we think are from around 1836. So that was like the beginning of mining in this area. The TLDR was that the cement industry, the natural cement industry in Rosendale, which was a powerhouse of 19th century economic activity, collapsed around 1900 because of the invention of Portland cement, which meant that you could use any old kind of limestone, put some additives in it, and have your cement. And the demand for cement was way, way higher.
After the collapse of the cement industry, the estate that the Widow Jane Mine lies on shifted gears and briefly used the property for other business ventures, such as trout fishing and mushroom cultivation.
The mining operation is shut down around 1970. They ran into some financial stuff, I think, and said, let's sell the place.
Even though the mining no longer occurs in Rosendale, the Widow Jane Mine itself has been reimagined and repurposed into a space for public entertainment and recreation.
If you have just a spark of artistic anything in you, you walk in there and you say, I want to do something with this place. I want to go and act and dance and sing and have choruses and stuff like that.
My name is Carl Weldon, and I do events and production and run sound for a lot of events at the Widow Jane Mine. I didn't live in Rosendale at the time. I lived in New Paltz, just down the road, and I was like, what is this place? It was just this whole new mystery dumped in my lap, and I immediately wanted to know more about it and find out how events happened there, what else happened there. I first was introduced, or my discovery of the Widow Jane Mine came through a play in the, I would say, mid-90s somewhere. It was a friend brought me there, and it was like walking into this haunting, dreamy, otherworldly place like nothing I'd ever experienced before. One other kind of production that's happened there also is sometimes films are shot there. And I think a summer or two ago, there was some filmmakers, they wanted to have a scene of a cult gathering inside of an underground environment. So everybody had robes and hoods and chanting, in a circle in this big space.
On top of performances, TV shows and movies have also used the location for shooting, such as the television series Fallout. This site, although otherworldly and magical, can call for unusual methods of troubleshooting.
It's the only indoor show I bring a tarp to. You might have to cover stuff up. before the show, or have plastic bags for electrical connectors, or I'm always bringing towels, not because it's going to rain, but because I have to wipe things down. It's this moist womb-like atmosphere. Some have said simple does not mean easy. So you can think it's an easy job, but then the environment is so different. I often tell people mixing sound in the Widow Jane Mine is not for the faint of heart.
While the Widow Jane Mine is used in a variety of community events, the property on which it sits is also open to the public.
So the Widow Jane Mine isn't its own thing, like, hey, there's someone who just, it's just this one thing on the property. It's part of, the organization.
It's hard for anyone to just bump into us. You really have to want to go to the Snyder Estate to go to the Snyder Estate.
We don't have, a vast metropolis to explore, but we have little historical nooks and crannies you can dive into and feel like you've entered another world. It's so darn special.
If you're interested in making a donation, you can visit their website at widowjanemine.com or drop some money in the cash box on the property next time you visit.